Okay, I'm going to try to explain how to set up the luxury jet for there.com. The first thing you want to do is drop the front piece, which is piece A, and you want to put it where you think the whole jet will fit when it's all together. In this case, I put it right towards the edge. It doesn't have to be perfect, because you can always move it later with the layout editor. So just place it in where you think the jet will fit. And once you place the front piece, piece A, you can go ahead and drop piece B, C, D, E, and the gear wherever you want. So just place it anywhere in the zone, and we're going to use the layout editor to align them all later. Once you drop all the pieces, you want to go to this place, layout options, and click freeze layout. Make sure it's checked. Then you want to go to save layout and save the layout as something you'll remember, like tutorial jet layout, and then click OK. Once you do that, you want to go to thumdar.com and download the layout editor. I'll put a link in the description so you can find it. And once you download the layout editor, you want to run it, and you'll see a window like this. And what you want to do is go to File, Open, and click on the layout that you just saved, which in this case is tutorial jet layout, and click OK. You should see all the pieces of the jet now in the window, and what you want to do is click and drag piece B on top of piece A, and so what this does is links piece B to piece A. Then you want to link piece C onto piece B, and the rest of the pieces are all linked to piece B, so just drag them all onto piece B. So it should look like this. Piece B is linked to piece A, and piece C, D, E, and G are linked to piece B. It's kind of confusing, but just make sure it looks like this. And once you have them all linked, what you want to do is click on piece B, and under the relative position for X, Y, Z, and heading, you want to change it all to 0. And you want to do that for piece C, and also for piece D, and piece E, just change it all to 0, and for the gear. Basically what that does is places all the pieces on the very same point as piece A. Okay, once you have all the relative positions for piece B, C, D, and E to 0, what you want to do is go to piece D, and what we need to do is rotate it 90 degrees, negative 90 degrees. So under heading for piece D, change it to negative 90. And you want to do that for piece E also, change it to negative 90. And also for the gear, you want it to be negative 90. And what that does, it rotates D, E, and G 90 degrees. Okay, once you do that, you click File and Save, and close it. Then you go to your zone, click this place, Layout Options, Load Layout, and load the layout that you just saved, which in this case is tutorial jet layout, and just click Original. And now your jet should be lined up fairly well. As you can see, it's sunken in the ground. If you want to raise your jet above the ground, like in the air, so it looks like it's flying, or if you just want it above ground so it's not sunken in, open up the layout editor and open up the layout that you just edited, and on piece A, for the Z position, you want to increase it. That'll move it above ground. In this case it says negative 48, so to increase it I'll just put negative 40, and then click Save. And then you go back into your zone and go to layout options and load the layout again. Click original. Now you can see the jet is above ground. And if you want it to be exactly on the ground, you're going to have to play with it a little bit. The altitude is different around the map, around there, so it won't be the same if I show you right now. But basically, that's how it's done. Because of certain things with there, the jet isn't always perfectly aligned. Like, you'll see seams between piece A and B. You might want to go and play around with the layout editor a little bit. I found that sometimes, let me load this. If you set the relative position for piece B, if you change X to negative 0.002 and Y to 0.014, it'll get rid of the seam between piece A and B. And then for piece C, you want to change the X position to negative 0.005 and the Y position to 0.047. And generally, that gets rid of the seam that's between piece B and C. You might want to play around with that a little bit because it kind of changes depending on the angle that you set the jet out for some reason. But anyway, that's how you set it up. Okay, see ya.